Hi, welcome. If you're new, then hello. My name is Samira. Thank you so much for joining me today. So as you probably guessed from the title, today's video is going to be all about anxiety. Somebody left me a comment a few weeks back asking if I could talk about social anxiety, which is just one of the disorders that anxiety causes. And I just thought I'd touch on anxiety as a whole because it is such a big mental health topic. Before I get into the video, please feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe so you don't miss when I post brand new videos, which is every Wednesday, and I'll get straight into the video. So anxiety is a general term used to describe several different disorders that can cause us to be nervous, fearful, apprehensive, or just cause us to worry. And these disorders can affect how we feel and behave, but they can also cause physical symptoms. So a lot of people don't realise the severity that anxiety can cause. Anxiety can cause us to have panic attacks, and people who have had panic attacks actually replicate people who are going through a heart attack. That's how severe anxiety can get. So it's not just a mental illness, it causes physical effects as well. Mild anxiety is vague and unsettling, whereas severe anxiety can seriously affect your day-to-day life. So I thought I would just mention some of the commonly diagnosed anxiety disorders. So the biggest one is generalized anxiety disorder. That just means that you have regular or uncontrollable worries about many different things in your everyday life. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the social anxiety disorder. So that means you experience extreme fear or anxiety triggered by social situations, so such as parties, maybe your workplace, and it just means that in any situation you have massive fear around talking or socialising with people. Thirdly, I wanted to talk about phobias. So most people, either you have a phobia or you know somebody who has a phobia, and that's an extreme fear or anxiety of a situation or an object. So many people have phobias of spiders, heights, being in small confined spaces. Fourthly, I wanted to talk about post-traumatic stress disorder, which is abbreviated to PTSD. And that's when you develop anxiety after going through something that you found to be traumatic. So PTSD can cause you to have flashbacks or nightmares, and it can make you feel like you're reliving the situation, and all that fear and anxiety you experienced whilst it happened all comes back to you. And then lastly was obsessive compulsive disorder, which is abbreviated to OCD. And that's if your anxiety problems involve having repetitive behaviours, thoughts or urges. So it's very common to experience anxiety alongside other mental health problems such as like depression. What does anxiety feel like? So anxiety feels different for everybody. Nobody experiences anxiety the same. And it can also depend on the severity of your anxiety. So if you have mild anxiety, then maybe your symptoms won't be as extreme as somebody who does suffer really badly with anxiety. Although I'll mention now some of the ways anxiety can affect us mentally and physically, it's not an extensive list, and you may also have other experiences or difficulties that you've had whilst experiencing anxiety, and that's absolutely fine. This is just a few things that I just thought I would mention. So some of the physical effects of anxiety is a churning feeling in your stomach, feeling lightheaded and dizzy, pins and needles, feeling restless, feeling like you can't relax, headaches, backaches, just other aches and pains on your body, faster breathing, a fast thumping or irregular heartbeats, sweating or hot flushes, problems sleeping, grinding your teeth, especially in the night, feeling nausea, so feeling sick, needing the toilet more or less often, changes in your sex drive, and also panic attacks, which I did briefly mention earlier, but I will make a separate video on panic attacks because I feel like it's a big topic that needs to be spoken about and it needs a bit more time, and I don't want to rush it in this video, just lightly touch on it. So that video will be coming soon. Some of the mental effects of anxiety is feeling tense, nervous, unable to relax, just that on edge feeling, having a sense of dread or fearing the worst, feeling like the world is speeding up or slowing down around you, feeling like other people can notice that you're feeling anxious and that they're looking at you, feeling like you can't stop worrying, that bad things will happen, and if you do stop worrying then those bad things will happen. Worrying about anxiety itself, so you may be worrying that you may have a panic attack, or when is the panic attack going to be happening, that kind of thing. And wanting lots of reassurance from other people, or worrying that people are angry or upset with you, and worrying that you'll losing touch with reality. So for me personally, when I've experienced panic attacks and bad anxiety, I feel like somebody sat on my chest. I feel like something really heavy is on my chest, and no matter how hard, how deep I try and breathe in, I simply just can't get enough air in. I feel hot, flustered, on edge. I start feeling shaky, and then if you can't catch your breath, you tend to breathe in like really fast. So you're trying to catch your breath, you're like, which can cause you then to have pins and needles in the face, and it causes you to just hyperventilate basically. So as hard as it is, breathing is literally key in that situation, and it's so hard when you're in a situation where you feel anxious on an edge. So how else might anxiety affect your life? So anxiety symptoms can last for long periods of time, or they can come and go. And you might find that you have difficulties with day-to-day aspects of life, such as simply looking after yourself, holding down a job. So if you do suffer with anxiety, maybe panic attacks and things like that, some workplaces aren't that understanding. I've definitely found that working in a call centre gives me massive anxiety. I don't know why, but I could be sat on the phone in work, and then all of a sudden I can just feel anxious. I feel like that weight is on my chest and I can't catch my breath, and I just don't fully feel with it. So that's difficult to go through whilst you're trying to work, and also if your employee isn't understanding, then that can be difficult as well. Forming or maintaining relationships. So as I touched on earlier, the constant needing of reassurance, or feeling like people are angry or upset with you. So an example I'll give you is my dad could call me on his way home from work, and he could be feeling like absolutely fine, but I may notice like a slight change in his tone of voice, and then I'll be anxious on an edge and feel like I've done something wrong, and we'll have a massive argument or something, and then he'll come home and it's completely fine, and it's just me overthinking and analysing the situation. It can also stop you trying new things. If you have bad anxiety, maybe leaving the house and things like that, it's a struggle to actually go out and just carry out normal day-to-day activities, and it can affect your leisure life as well. Things that you used to enjoy, it can just make you feel trapped. That's how it feels. Like anxiety can make you feel as though you can't leave your house and you're stuck in your house, and you want to reach out to people but you don't want to be a burden, and it literally takes over your whole entire life. So that was kind of everything that I had to touch on to do with anxiety for today. If there are anything that you'd like me to go more detail in, if you have any questions, any suggestions, feel free to comment down below or message me on my social media. And if there are any other videos you'd like me to make, then obviously again feel free to message me and let me know. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video. As I said, feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe so you don't miss when I post brand new videos every Wednesday. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye!